You're sitting in the terminal when your flight gets delayed for the third time, but what boards that plane isn't human, and what they're serving isn't peanuts. Sarah Yu thought she was lucky when Gate 47 finally opened after 6 hours of delays. The November storm had grounded everything at Denver International, and passengers were getting restless. But when the crew walked down the jetway, something felt wrong immediately. They moved in perfect synchronization, their uniforms pristine despite the chaos outside. The flight attendants smiled with identical expressions, their eyes never once closing or shifting focus. Sarah noticed it first when the lead attendant welcomed passengers aboard, staring directly at each person for exactly 3 seconds without blinking. The captain's voice crackled through the intercom as passengers settled in. Flight 1847 to Chicago would experience some turbulence, he announced, but they'd arrive right on schedule for the harvest season. Passengers exchanged confused glances. It was November 18th, well past any harvest. As the plane taxied, the crew began their safety demonstration with unsettling precision. Every gesture matched perfectly between attendants, as if choreographed by the same mind. Their movements were too fluid, too deliberate. Sarah watched the emergency exit attendant next to her demonstrate the life vest inflation and realized the woman hadn't blinked once during the entire demonstration. 30 minutes into the flight, service began. Instead of the usual snacks and beverages, attendants wheeled carts filled with silver instruments that gleamed under the cabin lights. They announced it was time for the special harvest service, complimentary for all passengers on this delayed flight. The businessman across the aisle laughed nervously and asked what kind of harvest they were talking about. The attendant's smile widened impossibly, revealing teeth that seemed too sharp, too white. She explained that passengers who experienced significant delays were eligible for their premium collection service. Sarah's blood ran cold when she noticed passengers near the front of the plane had gone completely silent. Their heads lolled back against their seats, eyes open but vacant. The attendants moved between rows with their gleaming instruments, working with clinical efficiency. The cabin pressure felt wrong now, thick and heavy. Sarah tried to reach for her phone, but found her arms surprisingly heavy. The attendant approached her row, still wearing that perfect, unwavering smile. The woman's badge read Melissa, but her eyes held no humanity behind them. Sarah managed to whisper a question about what was happening to the other passengers. Melissa tilted her head with mechanical precision and explained that delayed flights provided excellent opportunities for collection. The airline had partnerships with organizations requiring specific biological materials, and passengers were contributing to something much larger than themselves. As Sarah's vision blurred, she realized the terrible truth about Gate 47. Some flights aren't meant to reach their destination. Some delays aren't caused by weather. And sometimes being stuck at the airport is exactly where you're supposed to be. The harvest was always scheduled to arrive on time.